Alright guys, what's up? It's your boy Gamertag. I'm back at you with another video. Now today I'm going to be giving you my honest review of Need for Speed Heat. The good, the bad, the ugly. We're going to be going over customization, gameplay, handling. Well, handling is gameplay. So we're going to be going over these three things. Graphics, gameplay, customization, and actually the fourth thing, I'm sorry I forgot to say, is the car list, the car selection. We're going to go over that. So let's get into it. Let's go. Okay, so since we're in the garage, we're going to start off with customization, which is really going to be a quick one because it's nothing new here. Oh, actually, it's something new, which everybody already knows, which is exhaust customization. I don't even need to go over it because it's almost everybody knows about it. You've seen it in every Need for Speed Heat video. You can adjust these things on the customization for exhaust. But everything else is just pretty much the same for Need for Speed games. You have all your individual wheel customization, headlights, grills, bumpers, all that stuff, the hood, mirrors, every little piece of your car you can customize to make it unique. Nothing new there for Need for Speed games. So customization is still top notch, 10 out of 10. Everything's still good customization wise. You have you still have all your stuff from Need for Speed Payback with like your nitrous color, your tire. Well, actually, I don't know if nitrous color was there. I don't remember that. But you still have all your stuff like tire smoke, underglow, and air suspension, and the fact that you can change your horn, I know, was always there. So yeah, everything stance customization is still the same as Need for Speed Payback. Unfortunately, no adjustment for the track width like there was on Need for Speed 2015, which is something I really miss, but it is what it is. But one more thing that actually is new. This is like a little thing that not a lot of people may really wonder or care about, or even know that is here. But you can now do stretch tires that without tire letters. So in Need for Speed Payback, unless somebody else saw, unless you guys were seeing this, I didn't, and I just missed it. The only stretch tires I saw in Need for Speed Payback, if I even saw any, and I'm not too sure. It was like this with tire letters, stretch tires with tire letters. But now you can just get plain stretch tires like Need for Speed 2015, which is something I'm glad to see returning. Okay, now on to the car list. Okay, so for the car selection, it's the most amount of cars you've ever had in a Need for Speed game before. It's a good mix of every type of car. There's a good selection of muscle cars. There's a lot of JDM. Yeah, a lot of JDM. There's some German, like the Volkswagen you see on the screen right now. Then you have pickup trucks, whatever. Some people would like to see more off-road vehicles, which I guess I can agree on because there's not a lot of off-road vehicles in this game. Like there's not mini trucks. Although there's not much off-roading, not a lot of off-roading in this game, so I understand there not being a lot of those. The only thing that for me they really went a little bit overboard with is this. So they have here, let me see if I can find. Okay, so they have the Huracan Spider, then they have the Huracan Performante. Performante, right? So that's two. I'm pretty sure they only have two of those. But then for the Aventador, I know this for a fact. They have Aventador S, then I think they have a SV. Yeah, they have SVJ Roadster and SVJ Coupe. So that's just three Aventadors. Aventador S Roadster, Aventador SVJ. Okay, yes, Aventador SVJ Spider and Aventador SVJ Coupe. And even more proving my point, we have a Huracan Performante Spider. We had passed the Performante, and then they just had the regular Huracan Coupe. So 3 Aventadors and 3 Huracans, really not necessary. And you also have you also have 2 Ferraris, 2 458s. You have a 458 Italia and a 458 Spider, which to me really wasn't necessary. They really could have just like made the 458 and the 458 Spider and the regular Italia all one car. Okay, so for gameplay, I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna kind of split this up a little bit too. Now the first thing is graphics. Now, if you're not on PC with some high graphic settings, or on like an Xbox One S, I don't know about PS4 Pro, but I know that Xbox One X. If you're not on Xbox One X or a PC with some good graphic settings, and possibly PS4 Pro, I'm not sure, you're not gonna really be wowed by this game graphics wise. At least to me, graphics don't make me go. And I'm playing on an Xbox One S, so graphics are nothing really out of this world. It requires heavy editing to look good in pictures, really, or like you have to have a really good location for pictures if you're on like a regular Xbox or a regular PlayStation. Same thing for cinematics. You have to have a lot of post editing when it comes to color correction, whatever. But other than that, gameplay is good. The game's been running smooth on my Xbox One S. No complaints, no crashing, anything like that. Everything's run smooth. The driving experience is good. The handling is it's a big improvement over Payback. Now everybody was so happy when EA or Ghost Games, whatever. No, I don't think Ghost Games still makes this one. I'm sorry. I'm off my game. But EA announced that there wasn't gonna be any more Break to Drift. Everybody got so excited. They were like, "Oh, it's gonna be so good now. There's gonna be no Break to Drift. The drift is gonna be so amazing." And you know what they did? Well, Break to Drift is still here as an option if you want it. In your live tuning, you can choose if you want to have drifting style as gas or brake. But now the only difference is now instead of braking to drift, you just press the gas, you double tap the gas. But I do prefer over the brake to drift in Need for Speed Payback, because if you just press the brake, like your car would just slide. And at least with this gas to drift, if you press the gas, like you have to. Sometimes it's not gonna always exactly just drift like crazy every single time. Even with the brake to drift, I've tested it out, and it's not as bad as it was in Payback. You have to still have a little bit of somewhat planning to drift, not just drift. Aside from that, it's good. Car sounds are good, obviously. Nothing wrong with that. Forza can't say the same, sorry. But car sounds are the same. Gameplay, the map is very big. It's a huge map. In some of the cities during daytime, the game can look pretty dull. Nighttime is when the game really comes alive, when you have the cop chases, especially there's this road where it's like a bunch of lights and stuff like that, kind of like a Las Vegas looking type of road. That's when the game really comes alive, because right now, as you guys can see, the game looks a little drab, a little dull, and the only thing you can really do is just races and stuff. So this is what the game really comes alive at night, more gameplay wise. I'm actually gonna go to night right now so I can show you guys that. And this game has this has nothing to do with gameplay, but the game, those transitions like that are really nice. I thought they were a really nice touch to the game. And boom, just like that, we're in night. Now in the nighttime, no matter what. So let's say I'm just cruising at 20 miles per hour like this, right? If I'm just cruising at 20 and I pass by a cop, or a cop passes me, they're gonna start a cop chase. Just because, I don't know why, but I guess that's just how the game works. If they see you in a nice car, they just assume you're a suspect. I don't even know. I guess it makes the game more interesting or whatever, supposedly, but that's how it works. Now cops, for me, cops are good. They're not a problem. Some people complain about them being too easy. For me, no. I'm not all the people that are gonna get a million rep in one night. No, that's not me. I have to grind so hard for rep. As you guys can see, I had this game. I've had this game since it released. Since the first day of release, I played this game, and I'm only on rep level 27. But that's because I play maybe once a week because of school. And that kind of leads me to the next thing, which is the story. Now the story in this game is really good. The only thing is that it's too short. A lot of people complain about is that it's a little too short for them. And I'm gonna actually hop into a race so I can show you guys what the race is like. Racing is like at night. Oh, you can fast travel to your garage at nighttime. I never knew that. I'm gonna show you guys what some of the racing is like. But I'm sorry, I'm kind of all over the place right now. But back to the story. The story is good. It's very engaging. Better than the last game. A lot of people complained about the last game story, even though I had no problem with it. Everybody's kind of agreeing that the storyline in this game is really engaging. It engages you a lot as the character, and it's good. And other than customization for your car, one new thing I forgot to mention before is that you can also customize your character. They have actual brands. I don't know what that. Oh, it's the haircut. You can change your hair. You can put on a hat, whatever. But they have actual brands such as Excel. I don't know what that brand is, but I think that's a real life brand. Okay, I'm good on that. But I know they have Adidas. They have Stan Ray. I don't know what that is. But yeah, apparently they have some real brands here, actually. So yeah, it's cool. So I have my Adidas shoes, as you can see, my cool little hoodie, whatever. So it's a cool little thing. And the thing I like better about this than Forza Horizon 4, just that in Forza they just kind of was like, they made their thing seasons and character customization, and the cars sounded like absolute, you know what. In this game, they managed to include the character customization very nicely and very smoothly without making it the focus of the game or whatever. Like, you're not gonna wheel spin for some character clothes in this game, which is something I like. Now I will go into a night race so you guys can see what it's like. Maybe I'll get some cops, maybe I won't. I don't know what it's gonna be like, but I will record again when we get to that race. Okay, here we are in the menu, about to start the race, and one thing I want to mention is I play on easy difficulty because I'm not really here for the story and all that. I'm just here in the game so I can get past the story and get to like having all the cars and customizing them and driving around, and all. So that's my whole point of playing this game. But the AI, one thing I realized is that at least when on easy difficulty is if you have like a good car, what'll happen is you'll just pass them at a certain point in the race, and you'll start getting really ahead of them, and you just won't pass. You won't see them again. Or what'll happen is you'll have one racer that's really good at driving, and you'll stick with him for like 50% of the race. You know, like this, maybe the 50 or 60% mark, you'll just drop that person, and you won't see that person anymore. It'll just disappear, and it's just you. And you'll be like 1,500 meters or 1,500 yards ahead of them. Like I'll show you in this race. It's crazy. But this game is really good when it comes to racing. It feels good racing. It doesn't feel too fake or whatever. And obviously it's arcade, so it's not super realistic. I'm not driving in whatever perfect racing line, blah blah blah. It's a game where you can have fun. There's a good sense of speed, like when you're driving. In Forza and some cars, like you have to be going 200 miles per hour to get a sense of speed. And this game is not like that. I can cruise at 60 and still enjoying it. Partially because of the car sounds, but even still, if I just go from 0 to 60, the way the camera pulls and stuff, like you feel the torque through the controller. You can feel just the car pulling and all. It's just amazing overall at nighttime. So I hope I can get some cops for you guys, because I'm not just gonna play through this race, so it's gonna be boring. So I'm gonna pause the recording, and if I run into some cops, I will resume it for you guys. Okay, so I just got into a cop chase. As you can see, I'm in level 1. It's really easy to escape, honestly. If you're in level 1 heat, it's really not hard. Like just like that, he just caught me and I just escaped him very easily. But the only thing I don't like is once you hit level 3, like it starts gradually getting harder. And if you hit like in the middle of level 3, it just goes from being very easy to just like super hard. Like they pull out tanks on you. They pull out They pull out rhinos. They call them on you. It's just everything. They start trying to kill switch you. What seems so sudden. And I feel like there's one more thing I'm forgetting to talk about. I'm trying to remember what it is. There's one thing I really wanted to say, and I cannot remember it. If I remember it, I'll go back on recording. Okay, so I remember the thing that I was gonna say, which is multiplayer. I have a good Wi-Fi. Nothing out of this world, but it's decent. And I have no problems with multiplayer. This is my first time playing multiplayer. I haven't really played it with anybody else yet, but I consider just driving in free roam. There's no lag. My car isn't lagging or anything. I would have to experiment further with it to give you guys a real honest opinion. But yeah, that's it for multiplayer. Really short. And actually that's it for this whole entire video. So if you guys enjoyed it, if you guys want to see more content, please tell me down in the comments any video requests you guys want to see, any challenges, car builds, whatever. Put it down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please slap the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends if they might be interested, if they're considering buying this game. If you want to convince your friends to buy this game so they can play it with you, send it to them. But until the next one, peace!